G'day viewers, how you doing? I hope you're well. We're here on the Cajon Pass route. You can see the big freight yard over there at San Bernardino Passenger Depot. And I'm going to introduce you to the new Train Sim World feature called route hopping. Because I want to go and drive a passenger train. I finished driving my freight train, I've walked over here, and I want to hop to San Bernardino route. So it'll pop up. Any routes that you can select from that are available from this hop point will show up, and we want to choose the San Bernardino Depot station. It's the only one available to us from here, and get started, and we'll do the weekday timetable, I think, and we'll select that timetable, and it will take us over to the San Bernardino route for passenger. So Los Angeles to San Bernardino. Pop through a few little loading screens like usual when you're hopping into a route, and then we will appear, and here we are. We're in the passenger version. So we've popped over here physically in the San Bernardino passenger station. When a train turns up here at some point, we'll be able to grab it and drive away with it. So there you go. That's route hopping. Perhaps we might go back. Going past San Bernardino Depot Station. Back into the route screens again. We should be on our way back to the Cajon Pass freight route. And here we are. We're back here again. So we've travelled slightly in space. And we've certainly travelled in time. As there's... you can recognise that the asset is slightly different, so if I wander back over here to the passenger station, into the same spot as the other marker. You can certainly see things that are a little bit different here. So there's no passengers, because we're on a freight route. But the asset itself is fairly similar. It's just missing a few fences and the like that... are part of the passenger variation of this. So perhaps if we wanted to hop back, well, we could pick up this scenario here. They're trucking along. You can also wander off into the yard and take over a train, of course, should that be your desire. But we're going to pop back over here to the route marker. We're going to pop back to the passenger version. Just got our little blue and yellow cone, and it's got a wizard's sorting hat on top, of course. Off we go. And we'll head back to San Bernardino Depot Station, and we will choose our timetable. You don't have to choose a timetable if there's only one. And in a moment, we'll pop back where we were. And that'll be it for the introduction of route hopping. This certainly has some promise if you do it at the right time of day, because you could finish on one train, know there's a service starting on the other route. Here we are. We're in the passenger version, Los Angeles, San Bernardino. You can see that the asset has changed a little bit. There's some passenger PIS devices, passenger information systems. We've got some fencing and some rubbish bins and things like that that have turned up again. Now, one thing, if you do discover that you get a black screen when you're route hopping, it doesn't seem to get to the destination, I've found it's best to make sure you've loaded both routes at least once, so that the game's actually set up and it understands the route and things like that. I have ended up in space once, so strange things still happen. It's a new feature, so it's a good one to have a bit of a play. I think on some of the really busy routes, I can see it being really excellent on the West Coast main line, because there's so much traffic and there's always something ready for you, whereas here at San Bernardino, it's not such a busy line, so you don't always see something when you hop to the next spot. Anyway, that's it. That's the introduction to route hopping, so you just look out for the blue and yellow cone with the wizard's hat on top. There you go. Find those and you can hop anywhere. There's quite a few of them around the place. I did do a video a while back of all of the different places that you can get to. So let me just show this. Just be just a moment. There we go. So this is the route hopping thing. So San Bernardino, there's two places, San Bernardino Depot to Cajon Pass. We've just done this, flipping back and forth a couple of times. And at LA Union Station and the Central Maintenance Facility, you can jump between San Bernardino line and the Antelope Valley line. At Grand Central Terminal and Penn Station, you can jump between New York Trenton and LIRR Commuter and Harlem line, which is kind of cool. And if you're into the German view of the world, at Hagen Hochbahnhof, you can jump between Ruhr-Sieg Nord and Rhein-Ruhr Osten. At Aschaffenburg, you can jump between Main-Spessartbahn and Maintalbahn. And at Fulda, you can jump between Frankfurt-Fulda and Kassel-Wurzburg. And at Dresden, you can jump between Dresden-Riesa and Dresden-Chemnitz. They're both busy routes. You're always going to find something when you jump there. And if you wanted the UK folks, at Brighton Station, you can jump between the incredibly busy Brighton Main Line in London Commuter with East Coast Way. So that one you get to jump back in time as well. So it's not just a movement, it's a TARDIS. At Edinburgh Waverley and Glasgow Queen Street and Glasgow Queen Street Central, you can drop back and forth between Edinburgh, Glasgow and Cathcart Circle Line Remastered. So it has to be the remastered version. And you can jump between Fife Circle and Edinburgh, Glasgow. At Paddington, Queen's Park and Harrow and Wealdstone, you can jump between West Coast Main Line, London Milton Keynes, and the Bakerloo line. Now, there will be route hopping along other routes as we go in time. As we progress forward, these things will come up. Let's just get me back to my train sim world here, which seems to have vanished for no really apparent reason. There we go. And it will come up in future routes. There's no promises, but I would kind of think it would be useful to add it into older routes as they get touched for something else. So we shall see what the future brings with our new method of hopping around without having to go back to the main menu and choosing the other route. So the weather is preserved, the time of day is preserved, and you can just hop to your heart's content. Alrighty, have fun folks, and see you later. Bye. Oh, I forgot. Any questions and comments, chuck them down below, and I'll see what I can do to help you out. Like and subscribe. Can't forget that bit. Bye now.
We played a game.